Hey guys, Seth Cole here. I've got awesome hair this morning, and this is an update video for the third season of Duracell Cup Series. So at this point, we've had a number of people re-sign their reserves that were in Season 2 of Duracell Cup. I don't know if we're going to have more coming in or not. Actually, I got to just change the name here because I forgot to add it. Alright, but at this point in time, this is what it's looking like currently for at least the field and the rides that are going to be available for next season. So currently, if you look over on, I don't know, if facing the camera, I guess it would be that side? I don't know. Am I pointing the right way? That side. Nope, that side. I don't know which way a camera faces. On that side of the screen is the list currently of the rides that were there last season and where they are this season. A couple of them have been swapped around, and I'll explain them in just a moment. And then I'll show you guys currently what I've got here for the list. As you can see, there's 26 rides that are currently taken. So let me just go down the list. It'll be self-explanatory if I don't try explaining it, probably. So you got Johanna-Atwood Motorsports, Ryan Acosta, Jonny Gardner, James Qualls. They're all coming back in the 10, 14, and 54, respectively. Wyatt Quayle has not signed up, so that fourth entry is still there. So that'll probably be a ride that will be open for someone to sign up for when the signups do take place. Bulldog Motorsports is back with the same two rides, the 6 and the 9. I'm going to get to them in just a moment with Zach Rogers and Ryan Brommer. Michael Norman Motorsports, Matt McIntire, Michael Norman, Matthew Rodriguez, have heard nothing from any of them. Cody Llamas is the only one that signed up there. So if we end up not having people sign up, I don't know if Cody's going to go to another Toyota team or what's going to happen in that situation. Backmarker Motorsports, you've got Cole Baker and Vince Almariego returning to the team. Karson Gum's coming back to the team after he was with Team Chevy Autosport in Season 2. So the number 3 for Team Chevy Autosport is gone, and it's transferred into the 19 car, which moved over to Backmarker Motorsports. That also eliminated the 1 car of Sebastian Kukulon that was with Backmarker Motorsports. That entry has gone to another team. I'll get to that in just a moment. You've got Young Motorsports with Dillon Young and Mitchell Collins returning to the 2 and the 22. Adam Garcia has not re-signed for the 12, so that will probably be an open ride for that team. Northeast Motorsports, Alexander Rowe has not returned. Obviously, Benjamin Miles, last season, Season 2 of Duracell, was his retirement season, so he's not coming back. So that's 2 entries that will probably be open there. Austin Plant and William Brock in the 48 and 88 have returned. Blue Oval Automotive, they are a 4-car team this season. Trey Wright, Jordan Lopez, Jose Millz, all back in the 28, 38, 98, and they've got Levi McIntire joining them in the 99. That's because Chris Dollerton has not re-signed of him coming back, and so Rockin' Ranch Racing would have just been a single-car team, so Levi has moved over and made it a 4-car team with Blue Oval Automotive, which, based on the last 2 seasons, I think is definitely ready for expansion with the wins that Trey Wright, Jordan Lopez, and Jose Millz have all been able to accumulate. KAB Racing Enterprises with Keith Batson, that's still a single-car team as he re-signed. Now, I mentioned the fact that Sebastian Kukulon's number 1 car entry for Backmarker Motorsports was gone, and that moved over to another team. It moved over to Lake Effect Autosport. Jesse Turner returned in the 74, but Lake Effect Autosport is going to be expanding to a 2-car team, so the number 1 has now become the number 74, the second entry for Lake Effect Autosport. JM01 Motorsports with Jack Mitchell have heard nothing about whether he's returning or not, so that may be an entry that may close up and may go to another team that's looking to expand. S3 Motorsports, you got Jessica Shelton, Charles Sandfer, Kyle Mathews back in the 020309. Team Chevy Autosport. The only driver that re-signed back was Karson Gum. We already mentioned he's moved over to Backmarker Motorsports. So the 21 and the 31, very well, that may close up and Team Chevy Autosport may be gone. So those could be some more entries for teams that are single 2-car teams to maybe expand a little bit further as well. Auto Junction Racing, you've got Ryan Butcher in the 78. Casey Nanico is not re-signed in the 77, so that'll be an entry that'll probably be open for somebody to sign up and drive the second entry for that team. Matt Haas, single car entry there for Haas Racing in the 8. Canadian Motorsports, Carter Friesen in the 37. Returning, and Otter Island Motorsports, the 75 of Benny Watson. So, I'm looking here if the 21 and the 31 teams close up, if the 01 team closes up, and dependent on what happens up there with Michael Norman Motorsports, of whether, a couple of those guys sign back up, I see some teams that might be able to expand to another car on their team. Bulldog Motorsports, I could see them having a third Dodge entry. KAB Enterprises maybe having a second entry. Auto Junction Racing, maybe a third entry, and then you got those three teams down there on the bottom, Haas Racing, Canadian Motorsports, and Otter Island Motorsports. I could see them expanding to maybe being a two-car team, as they've been single-car teams for the last 2 seasons. But that's where things stand currently as far as where the teams are, drivers that have signed up, what the situation is for certain teams. I'll show you here some of the cars here. You'll notice a lot of them are the same from last season. As I said, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to be able to paint brand new paint schemes, so a lot of drivers are running the same schemes that they ran back in Season 2. Some of them a little bit different, but most of them are the same, and they've got a different look as well. Instead of the Duracell banner from last season, they've now got a different one here on all of their cars. Some of them are not different, as I'm going to be showing you, because I haven't either gotten their new paint schemes or I haven't yet got the banner done for a specific template. I've done it for the Fords, Toyotas, and Chevys. I've still got to do it for the Dodges. So you'll see Zach Rogers is going to have the regular default banner from last season. That will change. Matt Haas in the 8, Ryan Brommer there in the 9, Shelton in the 02, Sandfer in the 03, Mathews in the 09. And you got the 10 of Ryan Acosta, Cole Baker, Jonny Gardner, Karson Gum. Same scheme that he drove last season when he drove the 3, but it's now become a 19, obviously. You got the 22, which actually there was a change here. I made the numbers red rather than white, which they were last year. 28, the 37, the 38, the 39 has not been changed yet because I think I'm getting an updated paint scheme from Keith Batson. The 42, the 47, the 48. 54 is a new scheme for James Qualls for the season. 75, the 78, the 84. All these are obviously look very similar because they're all the same schemes from last year. And there's Levi McIntire's new font of the 99 with him joining Blue Oval Automotive. Now, the purpose of this video is to show you guys what the team situation is and everything right now. It's to give drivers that hadn't reserved yet an opportunity to still be able to get in and get their reserve rides in that took part in Season 2 of Duracell Cup, because we're getting close to the point where I'm going to close it off, and then those vacant entries will be put over with other teams. So this is an opportunity for two things. One, for those drivers yet that have not signed up, like let's see, Wyatt Quayle, Matt McIntyre, Michael Norman, Matthew Rodriguez, Adam Garcia, Alexander Rowe, Jack Mitchell, Marcus Saatchi, Derek Hamill, Casey Nanico. Those drivers, if you guys want to come back for the next season, Season 3 of Duracell Cup, you'd have to go over to the previous video, the reserves video, and say that you're returning for the next season. If I end up having this up for about a week and nobody has said anything, then obviously a lot of those rides, like I said, Team Chevy Autosports, their 2 entries, JM01 Motorsports, that entry, they'll go to other teams. The second thing for this video is if somebody out there that's in this list or something wanted to change their number for next season, let me know in the comments down below. And, we'll see if that number is open and get you squared away and everything. So that's basically the 2 things that this video is for. Next video that'll come out will more than likely be the breaking up and the assigning of rides to different teams for those that did not sign up as far as the reserves go. So that's basically all I got here for this video. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I will see you guys next time. I'm out.